Yeah. Hello, hello. You hear
Can
me?
you can't hear me, can you?
What's going on? Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
I don't hear.
You don't hear? You can see, but you. Okay, let me try it on my. Let me get off the
Hello,
phone and let
hello.
me get on the monitor.
Come on.
Hold on.
Damn it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off the phone and get on my monitor.
Hello? Hello, hello. Test,
Yeah,
test, test.
I'm gonna get on the monitor
Test.
now.
Hello?
Okay, how about? Can you see me
Hello?
now?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Okay.
Test, test, one, two. Hello?
Okay. How
Okay.
about?
Okay, you was muted.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take you off the phone.
What was that?
I'm gonna have to take you off my phone.
Oh,
Yeah, because I didn't have the monitor up and I was trying to get you through the phone, but you couldn't hear me. I
well, I
can
can
hear
hear
you,
you
but you
now.
couldn't hear me.
You're right. I can hear you now. Everything is
Okay.
working right. I figured how this thing works now.
Okay.
So, well, we're here again on a Thursday night. My name is Greg Smith with GJS Enterprises, and today's business agenda shows about your business and how it is more than the products and services that you have to offer. Um, I'm here with our business partner, friend Kent Robertson. How's everything going, Kent?
Oh, everything's going all right, all right.
Oh, that's
Can't
good.
complain.
That's good.
How
That's
about
good.
yourself?
Things going good. Things are going good. Um, I guess the circumstances after this election and but we don't want to get into that right now.
No,
That's
let's let's
another
not do that.
yeah another
That's
topic.
for another time.
But what I really want to get into is like what we had talked about basically about what it takes to in any type of business. What's important, especially with this network marketing MLM, is that basically you have to concentrate on branding yourself. Wouldn't you agree on that?
Yes. Yeah,
Um,
that's it's all about everybody's talking about you know the new the the new frontier as far as social media is concerned, and everybody's either doing either doing uh, whether they admit it or not, or whether they want to or not, they're branding themselves in one way or another, whether it be whether it be through a through your own business online, or even just something as simple as taking a selfie pic. You're still branding yourself because um, you want somebody to pay attention to what you're doing or what you're saying or what have you.
and that's true. And I don't know if you was on last night's webinar with the community belong to the MLSP. We have a weekly webinar through the community of MLSP, which is known as My Digital Pro. And they were talking about this very thing about how you brand yourself in your business using social media. Now, there's a right way and there's a wrong way. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's one of knowing one thing you got to know. What is it that you want to be known for in your business? Okay. Or you want to be known for prospecting, because you got a lot of different people who are out there that are known for different things. They're known for Ray Higgins, known for recruiting, prospecting. So is Bill Pescasolido, who's and his wife, who's known for Facebook marketing. Okay, one of the things you got to be known for, even if you're in, say, for instance, like part of my business and how I brand it is health and wellness. I do try to educate people on the need to watch their health, because if you're going to be in business for any long period of time, your health is going to be your true wealth. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Um, and without that, all the money in the world is not going to buy back your health. If you don't have your health, you may have the money to maybe maintain your health, but if you don't have your health to enjoy the fruits of your labor, what good is it? And that's one part of what I brand out. The other is to educate too.
Mm-hmm.
Educate people about what alternatives are out there as far as business. We got too many people today. You know, a lot of people know about, look, granted, everybody really knows about network marketing, but they're not educated about network marketing. There's a difference. Okay? Even Eric Worre had talked about that. He said this is why he's doing a documentary on the whole profession of network marketing, because he wants to educate people on it. They know about it. There's no problem. Everybody knows about network marketing. They know about, you see it on Facebook, you see it on Twitter, you see it on Google. Everybody knows what the profession is about, but they're not educated. Well, they don't know what it's about. They know of it, but they're not educated on what the profession is really about. I mean, it's like anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I remember, this is where I'm coming from. Back in the '70s, when everybody, well, in the '60s, everybody knew what karate was because of Japanese and everything from the '50s and stuff when it was introduced to the U.S. When the '70s came out, hardly anybody knew what kung fu was. Okay, it was
Mm-hmm.
introduced to it through some movies, and it got really popular through Bruce Lee. And then the TV show Kung Fu came about, but most people really still didn't know what it was, and or weren't that educated on about what it was. Is this the same thing about what's going on in this profession, or what's happening? I don't know if you agree or with this or not. What's happening in this era of a new economy? That's another thing. Um, I hear everybody on the political things are talking about the economy, bringing
Mm-hmm.
back jobs, and I just had this little conversation with my mom saying that I said, well, what economy are you talking about? Are you talking about the economy of 15, 20 years ago? Or are you talking about this economy that's at present today? I said, that's what has not been clarified to a lot of people. What economy are you trying to bring back? But you're not going to bring back the economy of 15 to 20 years ago. That's gone.
Right.
Wouldn't you agree on that?
Oh yes, most definitely. Most
Yeah,
definitely.
because I mean, you're never, there's that economy's been gone and is going to a new era. We are more responsible for our own well-being, and this is why the profession of network marketing is going to be so prevalent. It's becoming more prevalent because of a switch on the economy. And I think what's really hurting businesses, they know this.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about this before. We talked about how, especially I know with your job, that they schedule funky hours on purpose. They say it's for the need of their company, but let's be real. We've been in the economy of internet and social media, well, at least social media 10 years, internet 15, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You tell me they don't get that the internet can leverage that stuff. Like, what's this thing about Thanksgiving? What is the need that you need to be open 4 o'clock in the morning to serve shoppers? Okay? What is the real need that you need to be open till 11 or 12 at night? But yet, you still want people to shop online at your online shopping mall. Doesn't make sense to me. Not from a business standpoint. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know how you feel about it. How do you think about that?
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of, especially when there's when when the when the when the quote unquote economy is not it's not as an industrial economy as it was in years past. And this has been talked about not just by me and you, but it's been talked about uh, through national economists hearing for the past at least 35 years on how it's geared being more towards a service economy instead of an industrial economy, and it's I think it's a slow wake up process, but as far as businesses, they know it's a service geared economy now. But I think as a lot of us as consumers, a lot of us as a lot of us as just plain normal or just waking up and hey, this economy is not quote unquote your moms and dad's economy back in the day. So with it being a service economy now, ours are geared towards quote unquote um, us being there for our customers, which means that the shifts are like for example, the shift I work, it's a 7 a.m. to 3:30. My quote unquote choices are either that time or something in the afternoon, which takes up most of my evening and afternoon. Um, I could have either 7 a.m. to 3:30 shift, or I could have either the 1:30 to 10 p.m. shift. That's my quote unquote choice.
Oh, okay. If you want to work there, I guess you say.
Yeah, right. If if
Okay.
if you want to be employed there, that's what you're going to choose.
But do you think it's more than just serving the people that way, or is it that these companies understand that more and more people are being educated about alternative stuff? Like, let's for instance, what we're doing right now.
Hmm.
Okay, you're at your house, I'm at my house. We're doing business. We're having a webinar conference about business products and services to people and how to
Right.
serve folks. Okay.
Hmm.
Um, I'm just gonna be the devil's advocate out here. Do you think that companies not think that there's more people are looking at alternative ways to make money, and that they may be too worried that we as individuals can be the competition to them for the same? I mean, having the same with technology, I should put it. We have the same availability to reach masses of people without the outlay that regular traditional companies have. Okay.
Hmm.
Do you think that might be a sticking point with these companies? And what they do, they think by scheduling these off-brand hours or times that it can make you mentally tired to not want to think about starting another business of your own. Because granted, we're as entrepreneurs,
Hmm.
those individual business people, we are going to become the competition of big business. or we are
Mhm.
becoming the competition of big business. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, let's keep it real as we all like to say these days. Let's keep it real. Corporate America, the bottom line to them is we want to make our profit. We want to make our profit. Bottom line. Whether whether it can be open for 8 hours or it can be open for 24 hours, as long as the income is coming in. It makes no difference to them. Now, the vehicle in which they use, which would be, of course, their employees to keep that stream flowing, or as we say in our industry, that pipeline coming in. Um, uh, it would be I think, more advantageous if they wanted to really get the employee's perspective to see what work for them. But since their bottom line profit margin is their bottom line, and how to keep their revenue going, I mean, it's going to be of little consequence of what we employees think. So if it's something to their advantage and it keeps us from not uh, from not working on what we would like to do, on how we would like to build our dreams. Oh yes, to me anyway, it's a foregone conclusion that the system is set up to keep the worker bees the worker bees.
So basically, you're saying that the system has never been set up to the advantage of the worker bees. It's always been set up to the advantage of the big business.
Oh
Okay.
yes, no
All right.
doubt.
So with business being the topic of tonight, that is more that your business is more than your products and services. What that means is an instance of the relationship building that you need to do as a business owner.
Hmm.
See, most of us, when we get into a business like direct selling, network marketing, one of the things we're taught is to move products and services volume.
Right.
Okay. One of the things that I have observed in the last few years, and going back to a little story about my background with my dad, who used to be a buyer for a company here in Columbus, Ohio called Glory Foods. He
Hmm.
had the southeastern part of the country where he checked on stores down in what's those stores down there? Well, I'm not sure. I can't remember. What is the stores down south? Well, they have a
Piggly
Kroger.
Wiggly.
There's a trade store. What's the word I want to use? It's
Is
like it's like the big bear that was up here.
a Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly. Okay, Piggly Wiggly. Yeah.
Hmm.
We used to check in those stores, and I had an uncle who was a buyer for Pathmark, which is a prominent store on the East Coast. They
Hmm.
basically did the same thing. Now, all these stores basically have the same items that you can get anywhere. Like
Right.
you can find 7 Up, Coke, Pepsi, whatever in these stores, no matter where you go.
Hmm.
When you're talking about what is the biggest thing that will keep people loyal to a business where they can get those same products anywhere? Well, the loyalty is into the relationship building that you have with those uh, vendors or those stores, and that's what my uncle and my dad job was, is to build those relationships to get those products and services. Some were specialties too, even though they may have had some of the same products versus Pathmark versus Piggly Wiggly, depending on what market area you're working in. Their job was to build those relationships with the owners,
Hmm.
vice presidents, or whoever to get those products and then to market it out into the marketplace to bring that loyalty back. As of what we as independent business owners job is to do, the difference is that the money that we make as independent business owners is on could be ongoing. What my dad and my uncle did was very limited because they were employees instead of business owners. And
Mm-hmm.
one of the things, try to get people to understand our profession and what we do is more in the realms of that is to educate people about our business and educate people about the products and services and what would be the difference from them getting the products and services from us or using them individually in their own business versus getting them from somewhere else. Wouldn't you agree on that?
Yeah, yeah, I would. I would, as
What
far as,
what has your experience of been with that? I mean, um, you've been in this professional a while and you've been around.
Mhm.
Um, what's been the challenge that you have had with customers?
I would say, and that's a good thing you just touched on. I would say retention,
Okay. Yeah.
customer
Biggest thing is
retention,
retention. Yeah.
or getting that initial relationship built in the first place. You know, and it's a premise. I still believe in both you and I practice. As far as giving for example, giving out samples to potential customers.
Hmm.
I know you believe that as a policy. I believe that as a policy, but it's sometimes, you know, it's sometimes when you give out samples, and especially if it's to the same folks that you've given some samples out to before, you know, you're kind of taken aback, and you have to take a stand like, look, I'm in business, but I'm not working for free. Um,
Right. Yeah. It,
because you know, you give somebody a sample. Now it's different when you just see one person and you don't see them again. But but if you run across the same person and they know you're in business, but yet they're saying, well, can I get if can I at least get a sample of that? And you know, you don't want to take the position of being hardcore, but at the same time, it's your business. You have to, at some point in time, you have to put your foot down, saying, "Hey, now, now, would Kroger's let you sample something for free on an ongoing basis?" With at another store at the time here in Columbus, with Big Bear, let you just keep on getting samples every time you come in the store? No, they wouldn't do that. So why would you expect me to? Now, some people that'll rub the wrong way, but you have to establish the fact that, hey, you're in business. This is business. This is a, you know, you don't want to say it's that you're not a charity, but you're really not a charity.
well,
You're
no, you can't. No, granted, when you go into a place like Sam's Club or Costco's,
right,
like last weekend, they had some samples out, and the workforce was giving samples of different products and services, which is a great marketing tool to
hmm,
get people to buy the products that are in the store.
right,
But as I said, to buy, okay?
uh huh,
Now the samples are there for you to try out, but you don't get stuff for free. Now you're
exactly,
not going to get the same. You don't want to be giving samples out to the same people of the same product that they've already had before, unless
right,
it's new that you want to market to them. Then that's a different story.
right,
But the problem with some people that you may know, as we
mhm,
know from experience, they want to take advantage because they think they know you and they can take advantage and say, oh, can I get a sample? Whatever. Well, look, you know I'm in business. You know I have an online store. You have my
Mm-hmm.
information. Now, if you like some of the products that you have sampled, go buy some. And sometimes you
Right.
have to be hard nosed just like that. Like you said, we're not a charity case. I'm not here to give away the store to you. I
Mm-hmm.
have to get those products myself or buy them for my business myself. I use them. I spend the money. Now, if you want to buy from me, that's fine. You know, some people get the attitude that they don't want to help you make any money, but yet they'll go to
Right.
other avenues and spend that same money
Mm-hmm.
out to people that they would spend through you. And
Mm-hmm.
actually, a lot of the times they will spend more money on it. You
Right.
know, so they say familiarity breeds contempt, and that is so true when it's with people that know you. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but the thing about, with that being said, you want to learn to build those relationships to
Sure.
have that loyalty to come back to your store to
Mm-hmm.
buy from you on a constant basis, because when you do that, they tend to use the word of mouth to spread your business out to those people that they know that you may
Of
not
course.
be able to get in contact with. And that's the whole concept, really, of why corporations have used the network marketing platform as a way of getting into markets that they wouldn't get into and wouldn't be able to have that personal touch involved with. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Right. Oh yes, definitely. Yeah. Of course, as you and I, as you had stated earlier, any business worth its salt, you're going to have products flowing. They just took the network marketing concept of having samples out, because of course people are going to come in, see what samples they are, and yeah, you're gonna most likely 9 times out of 10 that person is going to buy something while they're in that store.
And you those relationships are always important. Now,
Hmm.
the thing we've been struggling with how do you build relationships? People want to know. Um, there's a whole lot of ways to build a relationship. Look, with the technology that we're doing right now with this Hangout, Google Hangout webinar, this is a business building way of building relationships, because this is going to be recorded and it will be
Hmm.
out on YouTube, and things that people could see. Um, the one thing, I don't know if you caught the telecast of Eric Worre, which was, it was kind of funny in a way because I had been doing this a while. He was talking about how to prospect by using text. Okay,
Hmm.
now it really is not a real new concept. He mentioned something about it being something that's been real out in the network marketing thing in the last year.
Hmm.
Like that, here, no, there. How long we've been using text for a while, Kent? More than the last year.
I would say, yeah, it's been at the very least within the last 3 to 4 years together.
Okay, but even in just in the marketplace,
Hmm.
even before the prominence of smartphones, people use text to communicate. Now,
Right.
maybe he's saying that they are using text to build or prospect for business, but I can remember one of the hotel meetings we went to. Remember this? Let's say 4 years ago.
Hmm.
Okay, where we were at here in Columbus, Ohio, Scott Michaels meeting. We were
Yes.
talking
Yes.
about Facebook using that as a list building thing.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what I'm saying is that this concept has not just been around for the last 4 years. Last year, it's been around at least 4 to 5 years.
4 to 5 years. Yeah.
Okay,
And it's
so I mean, I'm not trying to knock what Eric Worre was saying. It's just that
right.
it's kind of funny that when he mentioned that, I said, "Well, then we've been doing this for a long time. It's not something really new."
Right.
Okay,
Oh
what
yeah. it's had legs for a while now.
Yeah, it's had a lot of legs for a while. And
Hmm.
what people need to understand, and this is the one thing I've always, the argument I don't want to say argument, but more and more as I see it, as the years have gone by, and when I'm seeing it more and more, technology is going to be the saving grace of most people's businesses if they learn to use the technology right.
Hmm.
Granted, we got a lot of people using technology wrong by spamming different things, um, but the technology can be very powerful if known to use it. You got people that have these devices like you got the Galaxy Note, I got the iPhone or whatever,
Right.
but they don't know how to use it as a beneficial way of building a business. And a lot of people don't, even your ones that are in business don't know.
Hmm.
It's kind of funny how you don't connect it to how you can leverage your time by asking a simple question. Now you got video conferencing technology on your phones, like
Right.
what we're doing now. I could be
Hmm.
talking to somebody that's in Istanbul, Turkey. I can be sitting right where I'm at in my home with a video conferencing, doing business. That's leveraging for your butt.
Hmm.
Okay, that is going to be the consensus of business. Now, I can remember when a friend of mine, she's passed on. Um, she used to have a business that for executive housing. Okay,
Hmm.
and what happened was when this sort of technology started to come about and being prominent using social media, Google, and all that, it put a big dent in her business. Eventually, put her out of business.
Okay.
Okay, because there was no need for her way of doing business again.
Right.
So what I've been always saying, I had just did a video today on on that mindset of serving people and understanding the markets that you serve and the relationships that you build, and it's more than just the products and services, because anybody can get a lot of these products and services somewhere else. They may
Hmm.
not be named the same thing, but they basically have the same um, structure to them. What your loyalties are going to be by the relationships that you build with those people or those companies for them to continue or letting you serve them. Would you agree?
Yes. Oh, yes. Definitely. Um, and it's all about building or getting to build that solid foundation between that particular customer or that relationship between that particular business. It does it takes time and of course a little effort, but with the technology that we have now, like you said, with us being on this hangout tonight, either it being through the computer or through your mobile phone. It's the tools of the trade are easier, but the concept is still as old and timeless as business itself to me.
Yeah. And it is about all the leveraging for your business to use these tools
Hmm.
to help you to be more efficient. I
Hmm.
always wonder why um, people weren't using more and more of this, especially in this profession. I mean, we talked about this with some associates of ours, and I guess people feel. Um, but remember, I don't know if you remember when they had in the organization we belonged to, they had the thing they called the QI when it came
Right.
out. Remember that?
Right.
And people were talking about, well, that's not um, doing the work that you should be doing. Well, I would think as you get older, you would think you want to try to work smarter,
Sure.
not
Sure.
not not harder. I know I am. I'm 55, so I'm trying to
Uh,
work much
oh yeah,
harder.
I'm not in my 20s and 30s anymore, so you know.
Yeah, I'm not yet. Well, heck, I'm not even in my 40s, so definitely, I'm not trying to work like somebody in their 20s and 30s.
Hmm.
It's like my martial arts background. I'm not gonna fight somebody like I'm in my 20s and 30s as a 55-year-old against somebody like that. My whole objective is to take them down now. Okay,
Hmm.
and you use thoughts or different ways of enhancing or leveraging those type of things. Like in business, um, it makes no sense like in the old days where you set up a meeting and run it up and down the road, and chances are you will show a no show. Those
Right.
type of things was very disheartening and discouraging. Now today,
Hmm.
you can reach a mass amount of people with what we're doing right now with this Google Hangout.
Hmm.
I was watching Steve Harvey the other night, and he had this lady on TV, and she was trying to help her mom with a business, but she was trying to show her mother how to use social media to build that business. Her mom said, "Well, I'd rather do face to face," and I'm sitting there like, well, she didn't never say she didn't have to do face to face. That's always the consensus of a lot of people when you say,
Yeah.
well, let's leverage this to do this. She said,
Yeah.
well, we're not saying not to face to face. To face could be what we're doing right now. I can see your face. You can see mine. Am I right or am I wrong?
Right. And my face is real nice too.
Okay. Okay. So what difference does it make? How do you use face to face as long as you get the message out? I
Exactly.
hear some people say that you can't tell what somebody's thinking or if they're being truthful with you unless you're face to face.
Right. I think that's the biggest. I
Misconception.
right. Yeah. The biggest. I don't want to say con, but basically it is because somebody can be looking right to your face and be lying to you. But of course, you're face to face, so
Well, it
how
doesn't matter.
how
It
you
really
going
doesn't matter where
right,
you at. People will lie to you face to face, like you said.
right?
They'll
Because you
lie to
can't
you.
gauge that. You can't control that either. You
Yeah,
know.
they'll lie to you. They'll lie to you on camera, like when we're here. I mean, I've just seen.
Hmm.
It doesn't
Right.
matter. Look. Let me just go with our political system. Okay, them
Hmm.
guys we watch on TV. If you're watching Fox or MSNBC, some people are
Hmm.
lying about certain things. They're on TV and they're high profile. So just
Exactly.
because you in there face to face with them is not negate that they won't lie to you.
Right.
Okay, what
Right.
what technology allows you to do is save time. Whether they lie to you or not telling you the truth is irrelevant. People gonna be
Right.
people, and you
Yeah,
can't
because
really
you can't
worry about
control.
that. You did what you would set out to do. Now, if
Hmm.
they decide that they want to be untruthful and lie, at least you didn't waste the gas or the physical stress of time to have to be there and listen to their BS.
Mm.
Okay,
Okay.
even
Yeah.
though even though you might have been listening to it like through this technology, at least with this technology, you can like, okay, I'm had enough. I'm gonna cut them off. Forget about it. You can do that and be done, and go
Yeah.
watch
There you
Scandal
go.
or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, people, we make excuses for stuff that we don't understand. That's my point. I think
Hmm.
a lot of times we make excuses. People made excuses about um, a lot of things. Even this business of direct sales and network marketing, or MLMs, whatever you want to call it.
Sure.
It's about understanding and educating people to understand how it can benefit. I think we probably need to have another hangout on how this business and how is it going to affect them in the next 10 to 15 years, and
Hmm.
why you should join in a business like this. Even the economist Paul Zane Pilsner has said this is one of the best business for anybody who wants to start a business. The way to go is network marketing. Even though billionaire Donald Trump said, somebody asked him a question, said, hey, if you had to start over again, what kind of business would you get into? And he said, network marketing. I go into a network marketing business and get to work. And a lot of people booed him when they said that. He said, well,
I remember that. I do remember that.
and he said, well, with that response tells me that's why I'm up here and you're sitting down there. I like,
Okay.
ooh, you know, I'm not a very big fan of Donald Trump personally, but
Right.
right there was some truth in that.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I mean, you can't, and I'm not a big fan of his either, but I do remember that, and I remember exactly when he said that and the reaction he got. And when he said, I mean, because people just like, it just stopped them cold, So that's how he received the action he got. But I mean, that's the, say what you want about him. The man has his own jet. The man has really what about a good 30 to 40% of New York City property.
yeah,
So
yeah. Well,
it's
but
kind
I
of
don't want
hard
to get into those
to know
discussion with
that.
him about if you kind of understand how he got that. So, but that's a different topic on
Yeah,
itself
that's
too.
that's yeah. I know what you mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
But even Robert Kiyosaki, who wholeheartedly, who's a billionaire,
Mhm.
endorses the network marketing profession. Heck, he got a book out um, talking about the business of the 21st century,
Mhm.
um, which has been out since 2012. But a colleague of that we know was saying something to me about it. I said, man, that's been out for a while, so I've known about the book.
Okay.
That's not, that's not nothing new. But
Right.
that's another topic also
Mhm.
on
Mhm.
gaining information quickly and utilizing it for your business is a very important thing that entrepreneurs in this environment are going to have to embrace. There's a lot of things I want to talk about since I now have figured out how to use this Google Hangout. We need to do more of these, my man. It's a way of branding ourselves as entrepreneurs
Okay.
out in the marketplace. If you want to do a one, we can do one also. But
That's
um,
true.
this is a great tool. It's a great tool, and tools, if used wisely, used right, can help your business.
Mhm.
Um, I'm just hoping that more and more people will understand, especially that are in business, especially that are in the network marketing thing. Our job is to really really try to educate folks on what the business model is about, what's going on in this economy, how it's going to change them because the job market is not going to go the way they think it's going to go. And most people are going to get hurt, especially what has happened in the last few days to the
Mhm.
political scene. We're going to see what's going to happen in the next 15 months and how
Oh
it's going to
yeah.
affect. I
Yeah.
say, I say it's going to affect our businesses in a positive way because
Oh yes.
more people are going to be looking. This is one of the reasons why I said we got to do more of these type of things because it will help brand ourselves out to the marketplace. People are going to be looking
Mhm.
um, for some kind of leadership, for some kind of answers to their financial plight. Um, it's just a lot of things that are going to be happening that need to be told.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
now, I'm just saying that. Let me see. I don't know how this other thing works to add. Uh, a screen share. No. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay. Yes, I'm still learning how to use this thing, man. What I wanted to do was leave some information. If you want to know what our team does, I think this is what it is. Hold on, let me do this. Team. Did this come out? Let me see. Oh, let me go back here. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do, but oh, wait a minute. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, what did I do? Okay. I was trying to showcase to leave a link. Did you see a link come up?
No, I didn't.
Okay, showcase. Okay, it keeps clicking on that. That's not what I wanted to do. I was wondering if there's a way to put that link on here just to give people a look of what we do and how they can get more information on what we do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how this it works, but I just put it on here. Do you have any other things to want to add?
Just,
All right.
I think initially what the basis of the discussion tonight has been covered as far as the and I hate to uh, sound professorial, but just the things that we are noticing, um, that have been around for a while, although it may be new to some folks the way that the paradigm is shifted from an industrial economy to a service economy, and the technology that we as network marketers need to avail ourselves to not only produce and grow our businesses, but to basically educate ourselves so we can educate others. So because we understand that not everybody's going to want to be in to have their own business, but we do understand that folks still want to have more income in
Right,
their
right.
lives, and I just think out outside of your 9 to 5, we'll quote 9 to 5 because I don't know if anybody works 9 to 5 anymore, but outside of the regular 8-hour gig, you, it, it be it would behoove yourself to look at other ways of generating income, because who knows what's going to happen down the road. Something unfortunate is going to happen within before we leave this planet, whether it be sickness to a loved one or a good friend. It may be something that will happen to yourself, or you could lose that quote unquote establishment job that you thought was secure, and if that's pulled out under the rug, what what means of income are you going to have if um, if you don't have that quote unquote safety net that has your back?
Yeah, that's true. And what I just was leaving to here is a way, as you were talking about, um, the link that I just left is as a way for other business owners with, to generate what we call leads for your business. Now, if you don't have leads for your business, you don't have a business.
Right.
We use a marketing system that you can use to do that. You can also use it as what we call an affiliate program to, um, as you say, make more extra income for yourself if you're
Hmm.
involved with a network marketing business. This is a generic site that can help you build um, any business. Doesn't have to be network marketing. Say you can use it as an affiliate type. Affiliate marketing is more um, selling a product of somebody else's, and that you can get commissions based off of the volume that you are exposing out to the marketplace. They give you a
Hmm.
percentage back with that product, and that's what really
Hmm.
affiliate marketing. There are some network marketing companies that are a combination of affiliate marketing, network marketing, direct sales, all in one thing, um, which we belong to. But
Hmm.
yeah, you're right. It's turning into a. I'm trying to think of the word that Eric Worre used. Yeah, service economy is it, but it's not. That's not what he used. It was more. Um, he was saying that you are going to be more responsible for your income from a basis of not as a salary or hourly. He says, say
Right.
for instance, you get hired on for 50 grand a year, okay?
Hmm.
But you're not promised that 50 grand a year until you actually work to accomplish the 50 grand a year, okay?
Hmm.
Commission based income, basically, that's what he's saying.
Right.
Okay, you actually will have to earn the 50 grand. It's not based off of them hiring you whether you did or not, and they still promise you 50 grand a year. Okay,
Hmm.
the hourly mindset of the economy is going away. This is the biggest thing that's been going on in our political thing. You know, people talking about they want to get rid of the minimum wage and all that.
Right.
Well, you know, I understand the fight about that, but with what's been happening and what has happened since Tuesday, people better be seriously looking and waking up to the fact that is probably more likely might be coming to a reality. And you're going to be more and more responsible for your own economy, even on the job market, working for
Hmm.
somebody.
Hmm.
Okay?
Hmm.
And what's going to happen, what Eric Ward was talking about, how that if you don't make, they evaluate your performance that year. If you don't live up to that 50,000, you don't get it. Even though they may hire you as that, you're only promised that if you produce for that 50,000. And then
Right.
there's a limit. The difference between that type of commission economy and what we do, there's no limits. Okay,
Hmm.
the limits are all based off of what you do or don't do. Okay,
Right.
that's one of the part of the education that we're trying to get people to understand, is that that's what this is based more off of. Um, and you set the pricing on what you want to make. You
Hmm.
set the limits on how long you want to work. You set the who you want to work with. When you're
Hmm.
working at a job, you don't have that value, you know. I think we might have got a little bit away from what we really were talking about.
Right.
But you know, even like I said, even with your business today, the products and services are, let me reiterate on it, are based
Hmm.
mostly off of your relationships. Even though, like I said, Kroger's, Big Bear, wherever the big box stores that you are at, um, the way to keep that loyalty is through the relationships, because they
Hmm.
can go anywhere. Even if you're in, even in your network marketing community that you're in, your competition is going to be based off the relationship statement, because you're selling the same product that your associate in the same community is in. What are you going to do different than that person in your community to make that commission on what you offering than the
Right.
next distributor or associate or whatever you calling yourself?
Hmm.
You know, there's a lot of consensus. A lot of times people say, "Well, we don't have any competition." Well, yeah, you do got competition. You got competition within your own community. You got competition within anything that you're doing, that you are a part that's offering the same type of product and sales. Even if you don't offer the same type of products and sales, there's going to be always somebody that's going to try to figure out, or may figure out some way how to do it quicker,
Yeah.
faster, more efficiently,
Yeah.
into a more wide range of people. And if you're not educating yourself to understand what your competition is doing, see, that's one of the things I liked about Don Storms. I
Hmm.
won't be telling too much. He was a mentor of a group of us, and he was always trying, understanding what the competition was doing out in the marketplace. And he would bring back those lessons to the group and say, this is what's happening in the market. This is what's changing in the market. I remember him saying that right before the internet was coming up, he said, if you haven't built your team before stuff goes online, and you're going to be in dire straits with the people who have. And what he meant by it was that the people who already had a team offline are going to easily
Hmm.
be able to transfer that team to the online and dominate quicker and faster, because they've already set the groundwork. The ones that haven't are going to have to do two things. They're going to have to learn how to use this new technology,
Right.
you know, and they're going to have to build that team at the same time.
Hmm.
Okay, so he was right. That's why a lot of network marketers today who haven't built an organization outside of the internet and trying to use the internet struggle, because they don't understand the technology.
Hmm.
Some
Hmm.
people who understand the technology but haven't had the personal touch aspect of building a business, they also struggle because they are left out of that. But what's happening, I find, is that even though the ones that might not have had the the personal touch, they're able to kind of surpass that, because the simple fact what technology lets you utilize, especially with what we're doing now with this video conferencing and stuff like that. They don't have to really do that. The
Right.
people who I find are more struggling are the ones who had the personal touch, but they don't know how to translate it. They have a problem with translating it into this technology, which kind of baffles me, really.
Hmm.
I mean, if you know how to talk to people there, what's the thing? I guess it's trying to figure out the technology.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
that's what the biggest thing is was going on.
Right.
Okay. So, but you got any other thoughts or things you want to express out?
not to say I'm all expressed out, but I really don't have too much to say right now.
Okay.
we had a we had a great again a great and frank discussion.
Yeah. Well, this time it is being recorded.
Yeah.
Since the last time we tried to do it, that didn't
Well,
record.
I'm glad I didn't curse this time.
Oh, oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't either. I had set this to go for 2 hours, but I think we got a lot of enough content out there to hopefully uh, people can see it and engage with us and either like what we have to say. If you
Hmm.
did like what we have to say, bring some comments, share out this hangout, tell other people about the hangout.
If you
I
don't,
left the
if
information on our Biz Builder marketplace, or what you want to call it. This is a community that will help you if you are a business owner
mhm.
using or wanting to learn online strategies. This site is free that you can get information, free videos on how to leverage social media, platforms like this Google that we're doing, me and Kent. It's free information. Take a look at it, share it out to different associates that you may know, and I hope you enjoyed what you're seeing on this first time for me using the Google Hangout. How about you, Kent? You got anything else
Yeah.
to say that you wanna?
Actually, you even though I've been aware of it, you've been like the Pied Piper in reference to this Hangout. But it's a great tool to use.
It's a good tool to use to build your business. It's like the when you go to conferences that you see speakers on stage talking. We can do the same thing, but from the comfort of our home.
Right.
Okay, you can
Hmm.
you can actually use this to educate people. You can actually use this to sell products and services to people also. Okay,
Hmm.
there's another platform that I'm probably going to be using too, hopefully in the first of the year. It's called Webinars on Air. Now, it allows you to do a lot of other things, but it's built on this Google platform that we have
Hmm.
available in the community that I belong to. Um, and that community, everybody's probably heard of it, is a marketing community called My Lead System Pro,
Hmm.
MLSP. So, I don't know. With that being said, but your thoughts on anything? You got anything else? I guess I'm all said what I needed to say.
Um, I've said I've said what I needed to say too. There's nothing else. It would just be uh, at this time beating a dead horse.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can end this. Thanks for anybody who has been out here to see this or will see this. Um, Stay tuned for other Google Hangouts that we will be um, putting out in the market. Our whole purpose of this is to really educate people about alternative ways to make money besides the traditional 9 to 5, and to actually educate other entrepreneurs on tools and services that are available in the marketplace that they can use for their business to help them further their business and help their other fellow entrepreneurs out. With that being said, this is Greg Smith with GJS Enterprises and my
And
associate and friend Kent Robeson. We'll see you on the next Google Hangout. I'm going to say good night. Take care.
good night, all. Signing off.